Today is the day. Today and tomorrow, this week, is the week. We're moving. It's finally come. The time has finally come that I'm still going to keep the lease on this house for a little while, but we're going to fill up this big ass U-Haul and cruise out to the new house. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't think it's really hit me yet. I don't know that it will hit me. I work so much, but it's become kind of surreal. You know, I started everything that you guys know in this house, and you want to see Mad Max? Mad Max. I'm gonna have to take that down to Cody's. I'm gonna chop all that stainless racking off. I'm gonna keep the hose reels, but the truck doesn't need any work. The washers need some work though. So, yep. So we're leaving here. That's not my house. That's my neighbor's house. This is my place. Lived in Nashville in this house since 2017, early 2017. I built my entire pressure washing business in this house, built this entire channel in this house. And thank you, Reggie. Man, I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Dude, it's been a long road, man. Waged a 6-year divorce in this house. Went into some crazy wouldn't say debt. I paid off all my business debt to my family and everything. All that's been paid off for a good long time. But a lot of hard times in this place. Got remarried, albeit said I would never do that again. Okay, but I did do it with trusts and asset protection and prenups and postnups and all kinds of things that I did tell you guys I would do. During that time, I just really couldn't see that there was any good women in the world. And if you've been through something like that, you probably can relate. But regardless if there are or not, you definitely want to have somebody with you. And you got to pick the best of what you're attracted to and what's attracted to you and where you come together on your values. And I did that. I have a beautiful, wonderful wife now who really takes care of me. It's a completely different situation than what I was in prior. It's completely different. I'm amazed at who she is versus what I thought was available in the world. I literally thought the world was going to hell in a handbasket when it came to relationships and women. And for the majority of them, I still do. I still think, though, there's a select group of women who are not out to get everything from you. Now, AP has not gone blind, okay? I ain't blinded by love now. I'm a little over the hill for that, okay? I'm only 36, but I'm over the hill in that regard. I can see the forest for the trees, all right? So just make sure you protect yourself, all right? My wife's wonderful. She's beautiful, but it doesn't matter. If she decided to leave, couldn't get shit anyway. There ain't nothing to be had. You know what I'm saying? So might as well stay here. Hell, might as well stick around. I don't know what to tell you. Don't get better than this, because that house and everything in it is still mine if you decide to cruise on out. So been through a lot of that. For a lot of the guys who know my story, that was a big part of my story. And I think it forever will be, simply because a lot of men go through that, right? It's very relatable. There's a lot of men who are out there who don't speak about it. They don't talk about the problems that they go through. They just either saddle up and, go meet the day, or they drink themselves into numbness, get onto drugs, kill themselves. Sadly, that's not uncommon, and you don't have to put a gun to your head to kill yourself, all right? You can drink yourself into such a numb stupor that you're so ineffective to the world, you're basically dead. You're so ineffective to your kids that you're basically dead, all right? And I refused to allow that to happen to me, and this house got me through it. It ain't much, man. This is an old 1940s house. Um, got it on a decent deal in Nashville when rent was uh, frankly doable in this area. This place now, they probably rent it for 2,500, $3,000 a month, man. They're psycho around here, okay? But I didn't pay that, and I locked it up for a good deal, and it's been with me till, well, this week. So I got me a nice place about 30 minutes east of here, and we're real excited to move in. It's a big old plot of land. It's a big old brand new house. But needless to say, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me on the channel, for watching my videos. Pressure washing changed my life. And pressure washing combined with the lean and mean mentality on just how I operate now, I needed that. I needed that divorce. I needed that adversity. I needed being accused in court constantly. Man, I've been to court so many times, 50 plus times probably. Not anymore, but during that process, you get real hardened. I can see how guys I've never been arrested, but I can see how guys who've been arrested a lot, they're sitting in the courtroom and they're just like, whatever, I can understand how they're that way now, because eventually it loses its effectiveness on making you nervous. You're just like, bro, I don't know how to get out of this besides moving to another country. And so I'm going to stay here and figure it out and suss it out. So become numb to that in a way. But it hardened me. It hardened me in a good way. It hardened me in a way. It made me really resourceful and savvy and have an ability to create money out of air, to really think of an idea and see it through to fruition, and that comes from my business, comes from everything that I've done as far as, the channel and the training and all the way down to the products that we've created. All of that is a lean and mean formula put into my life. And so it's been a good run here. I don't wash as much anymore. I may start washing because my he's 10 now, but he's getting of age to where he can start kind of operating like a surface cleaner and stuff like that. And I want to take him out and teach him how to run the truck. When's the autobiography? Man, Pains, dude, I hope you're well. Dude, I don't know. I think this channel has been an autobiography for me for a good long time. At Super Pump Saturday, I met a lot of guys who I've never met before who said they loved the old videos on the channel where I do lives and talk about going through things in life and how do you meet those things head on? How do you never run from them? I think a lot of that comes from not being blind to the world, not being naive. You have to almost kill the old you of young, naive, and thinking that, sadly, that everything is Disneyland, and everything is, something's going to come save you at the end of this movie. That's probably what it is, because nothing's coming to save you, all right? Your family can love you, and they can wish you well, and they can help how they're going to help, but they're doing the best they can in their life. And for me, realizing that no one's coming for me really made me hardened and made me understand, oh, okay, I have to take the reins of my life and make this happen. And it can happen as big or as small as you want it to. You are really dictating how much money you make. You are dictating how, bro, I love it. Dude, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're out there crushing it, man. That's all this whole channel was about, to help everybody, maybe guys, really it was about documenting my life and figuring out how I could make it out of this thing. All right. Because a lot of time there, you start getting child services involved, and do take the horrific portion of divorce and just amplify it. Okay. I've been accused of everything you can be accused of, and it was all struck down in the end, I was, what's the word? Vindicated, validated. I don't know. It was all struck down by the court system to where basically it was all bullshit. They admitted to it being all horseshit. And that, to me, makes me think that, well, maybe those buildings should burn down. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all y'all bastards. If y'all admitted at the end of the deal that it was basically all horseshit, that you didn't have a case, why did you drag it out for 5 years? Okay, well, that's the truth. The truth is, they can do that to you. People can do that to you. All right? And you have to harden yourself to a point where you're just like, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what happens. You're not going to beat me. You're not going to beat me. Okay? And this house is a testament to that. The new house is definitely a testament to that. And I just wanted to make a little video for you guys to tell you thank you for sticking with me. You just have to start your business, man. For those of you guys who are thinking about starting a wash business or thinking about starting any type of business, well, I know a lot of you guys are restarting your life in some type of idea like this, landscaping, whatever it may be. You just have to start and know. You have to know. And how do you manifest knowing that no one's going to beat you or that you're going to make this thing happen? How you do that is you just decide. You just decide to make it. It's weird like that. You know, a guy told me one time, he said, it's easy to succeed. It's also easy not to succeed. Success is easy. It's something you can do. You can be successful at anything you want to be successful at. You really can. You can take the courses. You can learn the thing. If it's coding, take a coding course. Why aren't you in the books? If you're wanting to learn coding, then learn coding, man. Why aren't you studying? That's a great question. Why don't you have, a couple $100 a month set aside to study those things and where you want to go? Because you are in a culmination of the people you hang out with, the books you read, the seminars you attend, okay? And if you buy people's opinions who are close by to you, you will buy their lifestyle indefinitely. You will. That's why I don't buy anybody's opinion. I don't listen to nobody. That's why I could never been in the military, because I don't do it. It's like that middle management thing, where if you feel like there's a guy, for instance, I can shoot pretty damn good. Cody can shoot good. Cody shoots more than me on the pistol and stuff like that, but I can shoot pretty damn good for a guy who doesn't shoot a lot anymore because I don't have that around me. But I grew up doing that. And if I shot better than a guy who's yelling at me and I can shoot better than him all day long, I got a problem with him. Because the problem is I'm better than him. See, that's how I deal with authority. If I work on my skill and I get better. Hey, tell Preston, I got a hat for him I just found behind my dryer that is literally, it's got about an inch worth of lint, and it's got a real curved bill, boy. It's got that, when it curved, that bill come in like this. I don't even know, it must have been a roommate's, but I got one for Preston. That bill looked like that. It looked like that dude from Boy Meets World, his hairline. When that hair comes, that hair is like right here. Boy, I got that butt cut. Oh man. So so yeah, I think that, well, these washers need a lot of work. What's to come for AP? I got a lot of stuff in the works I can't really share with you. 2025 is going to be a big year. I'll probably, transition some more into some content like this, just talking about certain facets of the mental side, because what I did learn is, like I told you, you can decide to be successful. You're going to go work every day, all right? If you're watching this and you're a dude, I'll just let you know, you're damned to working, okay? The government's going to make you do that. If you got children, you're paying child support, they going to make you do that. Dude, so why not just go be successful? Why not? Why not make more than your family's ever made before? Why not create things that no one you know's ever created? If you're going to do that, though, you cannot buy any one of those people's opinions because they've never done it. So how are you going to buy their opinion? You're going to, basically, you buy the map they have. Don't buy the map. Their map is to where you don't want to be. You can't buy it. You literally can love on them. I love you. You good people. But don't tell me shit about doing stuff because you're poor. All right? And if you're poor, we don't need to be talking. If you're getting a check, you don't need to be talking to me from the government. You don't need to be talking to me. And that's how you got to be. You got to be that. Because if you buy one thing for, oh, you know, Donald Trump's a racist to you, but Joe Biden, whatever, dude. I don't know. Of course I voted. Of course I voted for Trump. I think everyone can agree. I think even liberals agree now that Trump was better. Like with that fiasco, I think many, and the votes showed it. Like that it was just a better economy. Like I bet a lot of people just like crazed liberals just sucked it up and voted Trump this time. I feel that's the way because no one's throwing bricks in the street this time. There's not like random sets of bricks set out where Antifa's like marching in the streets. I don't know why. I don't know why not. I guess they feel like Trump's the best choice too. And he is. But regardless, I built this business under a Biden regime. So does it matter? I leveled up my life in a Biden economy. So all the bullshit your family's telling you about Biden or whoever doesn't matter, bro. You could have just wasted 4 years waiting on a Trump possibility. No, do not wait on a Trump. Just start your business now. Get out there, shuck and jive, talk to people, start cleaning stuff, get your website done. Just follow the path that I've taught. Okay, there's new guys out there doing trainings, bro. Let me tell you, I'm the godfather of training in this game. Okay, online training, I'm the godfather. There were guys doing classes for a long time, but as far as online, I started the shit. All right. And there's other guys doing it now. Of course they are. Right. But the fact of it is it could be good training, right? Just figure out, buy it all. Buy all of it. What if you bought it all? What if you bought everybody's training and you absorbed it all? At like 10, 11, 12, 2 a.m. after you got done washing, you still smell like bleach, bro. You're grinding. It's nighttime, dude. This is the moment. This is the time for some of you guys who are 23, 22, 16, 25, 27, 28, and you don't have any kids, bro. This is the time to be up at 2 a.m. studying, trying to glean something off of what is being said. And it ain't going to happen on YouTube. I'm just going to tell you that. It ain't going to happen on YouTube. You can learn some shit on YouTube. Sure. You can. You can learn stuff that doesn't matter. You want to learn about a downstream injector? I got 3 videos about it. Believe me, I'm not making another one. All right? And there's probably another 100 videos. So if there's another 100 videos on downstream injectors, does downstream injectors really matter? Probably not. Okay? But I bet you can't figure out how I made that super pump. See? Because ain't no videos on that. See? See, the things that matter, there aren't free videos about. The things that move the needle, there aren't free videos about. So take some of your money and invest it somewhere this month, man. Invest it in the things that move the needle. Try to figure out the way. I believe there's a way to do everything. There's a proper way to hit a golf ball. There is. Just mechanically. It's just math. It's math, angles, torque, speed, like horsepower, and it all coming from your body. There's a proper way to hit a golf ball. And if you do it the same way every time, basically if you're a robot, like Tiger Woods, some of these other pro guys, who can do it the same way every time, you can get repeated success. Success and making money is the same way. There's a way to make money. You're not going to be taught that in school. You're not going to be taught that in college. They're not going to teach you how to make money. They're not going to teach you how to invest your money. They're not going to teach you how to be smart with it. Okay? But a lot of that stuff is free vidges. Patrick, I can't tell you that. As a part of that whole being a poster child of asset protection, I've invented a few revolutionary products in this game of pressure washing, and in tandem with my boy Cody, and so I'm good. I'm good now. I don't have to make a video. The point was to where I didn't have to make a video. You know, everybody thought I had to make videos to live. Everybody, you know, you start being in this game for a long time, you start seeing guys make the same damn video over and over again. Well, I felt like that was disrespectful to me, disrespectful to my life. I shouldn't have to keep making videos over and over again. Same videos. So this is the reason I haven't made a video in a good long time, is because I don't have to. See, how about that? Like, I don't have to. So anybody who thought I needed to, well, you're wrong. I could not make another video in pressure washing and be completely fine. And that's not, I'm not flexing on anybody who don't need to be flexed on, but anybody who is wondering, see, I ain't got to make no vidges. All right. But basically, I'm a product designer. I got some new stuff coming out in 2025. I can't tell you about, but it is actually going to revolutionize the game again. Look, everything we've put out so far has been actually the word revolutionary. I'm starting to hate that word because there's a bunch of bastards out there who are using the word with off-the-shelf products. So it really irks me when they say something is revolutionary when anybody can go buy it off the shelf. No, what we're creating has not been created before, okay, for our industry at all. And what we're creating in 2025, I've never seen in our industry. So yeah, I don't wash as much anymore. I do some coaching, I do some teaching. It's mainly, I'm the CMO of Southeast Soft Wash. What's up, John? So I'm the chief marketing officer of the company. And so I do a lot of marketing training because I can teach you guys how to optimize your site, how to optimize your brand. You see, how to make leads come in on autopilot. All right, that's my job right now. That's what I've been doing, and I did that in my wash business for years. And now that's what I do for Southeast, along with product development, chem development. You know, I walk around, smoke cigars. Nobody knows really what I do over there, but that's what I do. I found that the more cigars I smoke, the better ideas I get, the more cigars I smoke. Ever since I started smoking copious cigars, my ideas keep getting better. My problem is not ideas. My problem is time to execute them all. So you have to pick ones that are the highest profitability, the surest bets, right? The highest margins, that are very close by to your processes and your systems of what you're already doing, to where it's not a completely different lane and a completely different assembly of a group of humans to do the system. All right, there's a few things that go into play whenever you're thinking about adding a process or a business or a product line to your life. Because take it this way, right? If I was to go into like aerospace engineering, doing rotor design for Black Hawk helicopters, right? That would be possible, okay? Or just design or optimizations for those. That would be possible, but it would also be a complete uproot of what I currently do, and I could never double dip on any of the systems I already have. Not to saying it wouldn't be successful, probably would, But do you want to uproot your current systems, or do you want to tag team on some of those and make it an easy transition into more profits? Probably going into doing stuff with helicopters is probably not something I should do. Software development, I've got a few things in the works there. All right. Come to find out, it ain't that hard. All right. Come to find out, if you got a little money, you can get whatever you want. You can get whatever you want developed. All right. I mean, it actually is not that expensive. I have another question, maybe, sir. How do you keep your ex from taking all your money via child support? Patrick. Well, that's not even something you should worry about, dude, because there's going to be a cap on your child support. Child support's based on income of both parties. Okay? So, I told my wife currently, I said, if you ever decided, now I've got trusts for you guys who've been watching. I've got trusts, prenup, postnups. You know, in the house I just bought, there's a clause in there that she signed that says, pursuant to the prenuptial agreement, this is Aaron's, you have no claim to anything here. She signed that on the warranty deed, okay? She signed that on the papers, right? So my attorney did that, though. My attorney reached out to the title company and had them adjust the paperwork. What's up? What's up, bro? So learning from it, go make more money, Patrick. This is the secret. Believe in yourself so much that you can go make more money than she can take, because at the end of the day, she's not going to be able to get all of it. All right. The state will put a regulation on what she can say she claims. Okay. And, you know, currently my current situation, there's no alimony. All that's been signed and documented. Where guys get in a pickle is they start going out and screwing everything, and they get a girl pregnant, and that's stupid. Okay. Or they get married thinking this is Disney World. Okay. Just protect yourself. All right. Get yourself, look, if her parents got money, tell her you don't want none of her parents' money. You don't want none of her inheritance. I don't want none of that. But you don't get none of mine. So if you decide, because I know I'm not going to go cheat. I'm not going to do that. I literally love just a peaceful life of watching my children. Okay. I love a peaceful life, drinking coffee, smoking cigars, scheming and plotting new ideas to make money. I ain't trying to hoe around. See, that's not my style. I ain't a drinker. I'm not belligerent. I don't care about all that. My shit's tight. It's wrapped up. All right. And you got to get yourself in line. If you're not there, you got to get yourself there first. All right. Before you go find another woman. No, get yourself wrapped up tight. Don't be going out. Stay up late studying, figuring out how to double it up, as John says. How to triple it up. How do we triple the money? Because at the end of the day, I hate to say this, guys, a lot of your value to society is how much sweat, say you're not making no money, how many ditches can he dig? All right. So they view you as an oxen. And that goes for white folks, Asian folks, black folks, dudes, okay? Dudes. That's what they view you as. But also, how much can he provide? And that is our duty, okay? There's nothing we can get mad about that. We can't get mad about it because that's technically our biblical duty, is to provide for our family. So how do you provide? And then how do you increase? Not just provide, not just live, not just exist, not just eat beanie weenies and, you know, shitty food and, you know, no. How do we live a life we enjoy? How do I believe in myself enough that I believe I should have those things? That's where you got to get, because you do, and you should have those things. You should have a life where you can take a vacation whenever you want. You deserve it. You deserve it, okay? And I don't work any harder now than I did back then. I don't. So making money is not just about hard work. In the beginning, it is for everything, but down the line, it's not. It's how you set it up. How you set up the money. What you have coming in. How much of it is derived off of your back work. All right? If your money is all derived off of your back work, well, that's okay right now. But maybe we should start thinking and scheming about ways that we can invest or build or do some things that we have some money coming in that's not derived off of our sweat equity. All right? And I'm thinking about doing like a podcast or something with my wife coming up because we have such a unique relationship. You know, the way I talk about marriage and stuff for a long time is pretty harsh to the unaided eye. And I think I need to be that way because I feel like it's my duty to wake guys up. But my wife is different than any other woman I've really ever met. And I think the reason I found her is because when I started talking to her, and this is some advice for you guys, I was so harsh about my expectations, I was trying to run her off. Like, I could give a shit. Let me explain to you something. I could give a shit about pussy. Pussy's free. And once you learn that, okay, once you learn that it's always been free, for better or for worse, not that I agree about that, but I'm going to tell you it's 2024, okay? For all you fellas, stop thinking about it. Stop letting it invade your brain where you got to go downtown or to the bar and talk to these bitches. No. It's free. Get your money right, man. Get your money right. Get your asset protection. You don't know nothing about asset protection? Why you don't? Is because you haven't studied. Same with me. There was a time where I didn't know nothing. So you know what I did? I Googled asset protection attorneys. And then I reached out to a few buddies that were at the club. Hey, man, who you know in asset protection? I don't know anything about that. And I started educating myself. I started learning the lingo. Started learning what to Google. If you don't even know what to Google, how are you going to research it? How are you going to know what the main mechanisms in the watch are? There's a big wheel in this watch. There's a lot of little ones, but there's a really big one, and that's the main prime mover. What's the big wheel in the watch? What's the thing that moves all the other things? And am I aware of it or am I not? Have the self-awareness to know you don't know. That's me every day. Dude, I know there's a million things I don't know. I know some things, but there's a lot I don't. I can't know everything. So let's just learn about the big wheel in the watch that moves the money in our life, okay? Eventually, it's going to become to where you're not having to completely wash all the time if you want to stay in washing, okay? If it's land clearing, if you're in land clearing, you need a guy in the Bobcat every day. Not you. Not you. Why? Because. That's why. Because you're the owner and you dictate that shit. Cody says, most guys won't invest more than $3,000 into their business in fear of, I'll lose my ass. Mentally, ironically, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Train yourself to see it as an investment. That's what it is. You know, I always believe that the fear is a compass. The fear is a compass, okay? And wherever you fear going, like you fear investing, I feel like if you guys want to attribute that to God or whatever, that's fine. I'm a Christian, but I don't believe God directs things at that level. Because there's plenty of people that you know who are good people who are broke. You know what I'm saying? Good heart, good people, but they're broke. So if God's not directing them, why would he direct you? Right? Even though they're good and they're Christian and all this thing, all right? So essentially, here's the compass, all right? What do you fear investing in? Do you feel like I might lose my ass, but is there a potential to make a lot of money? A lot is relative, but is there a potential to make more money than you ever made? With more time freedom than you've ever had? If there is, then do it. This is your signal from God. This is the thing you've been waiting on. The point of it is it's in your mind. You're thinking about it right now. There's your sign. You're sitting here thinking, I don't know if I should buy that skid because I could look. God's saying, buy the skid, man. I'm trying. Some of y'all, I should pray about it. God's like, stop filling my email inbox up with constant prayers. I've sent you your sign that you've asked for. It's called the idea of starting your business. Where'd you get the idea from? Right? Where'd you get the idea from? There's your sign. I got one right now. I got to write a big old check for. Hell, I had to write a big ass check for this house because let me tell you, I didn't do a normal mortgage. I refused to give the bank 30 years and I refused to buy them a second house. Okay. What I did, and I'm going to give you guys a little tip here, is I did a first lien HELOC. A lot of you guys ain't never heard of no first lien HELOC loans. All right. I could pay off a house in about 7 years. About 7 years, I'll save about $1 million in interests over the long term. Yes. So, do that. First lien HELOC. I didn't know what that was. That sounds like some Spanish to me. But I kept researching. I kept studying. There's a lot you don't know. There's a lot. And if you exist in that place all the time, you'll continuously be curious and you'll continuously learn and you'll continuously invest in your learning. It's so simple, but so complicated for so many dudes. They think they know. I don't even think I know a lot of things. I got a new venture coming in 2025. It ties into this world, but I don't know how to do a lot of those things that I'm about to do. But you know what Aaron's going to do? I'm going to figure it out. Because that's how I operate. It ain't going to beat me. It ain't going to beat me. And that's how you got to think. Ain't going to beat me. You can't beat me. The only way for me to get beat is to quit or to die. All right? And I guess unforeseen accidents can happen, but, right? I ain't quitting. I'll die before I quit. All right? But just make sure your time and your investment is worth it, okay? If you're trying to start an Etsy business selling doilies, and doilies are going for $10 a pop, and there's 700 people crocheting doilies on Etsy, and your doilies ain't that unique, I probably wouldn't do that. See? There's your sign. All right? Don't do it, because doilies is $10. Now, if doilies, crocheting doilies, this is a stupid example, but it's funny. If crocheting doilies were $3,000 a pop, and there was about 4 people on Etsy selling doilies, and you got some skills because you've been crocheting for a long time, I think I'd start that business yesterday. Not me personally, because I don't crochet, but you get what I'm saying. All right? You got to look for these pockets. There's little pockets of money. That's how I think about it. You guys got any questions for me? You had some good questions today, man. I really appreciate that. Oh, and if Patrick's still on here, I'm not secretive for any other on what I'm doing for any other reason. That there's a lot of bastards on YouTube who just watch my videos and then just literally steal everything I put out. And so what I do is, and if I speak something, they will literally rip it off. I've learned that in this industry, there is no loyalty. If you teach somebody something, they think they knew it the whole time. It's weird. Weird as hell. And it's happened multiple times in our world. So what I do is now, when I build things, I make sure it's so far developed, so far down the line. And there's a lot of caimans and scorpions and shit in the moat. See, it's hard to get over that moat because there's a lot of caimans, a lot of money, a lot of investment, a lot of development. So I don't really announce anything anymore, because there's about 4 dudes who make YouTube videos watching this who will literally, whatever I say I'm doing, they'll just go do it tomorrow. And I can't stop them from doing that. And the rest of the world doesn't know that. I may start speaking on that a little more coming up, because I'm impenetrable, bro. Like, my shit's set up. Like, nothing can mess Aaron up now. And I done that because I haven't told anybody about what I do. So don't go announce your shit to the world all the time. See? Make it hit the competition like a fucking cannonball to the hull of their damn armada. Sink their fucking ship. You understand? Don't be announcing what you're doing to the world. If you don't have a channel, it doesn't matter, right? You can tell your aunt, tell your uncle. The worst they're going to say is, well, I had a buddy who went into washing and he just couldn't get no business. Okay? Think about that. There's people who listen to people who sound like that. There's somebody who's going to watch this video who has an uncle who sounds just like that, and he's going to buy his opinion. Well, yep, Jerry, he had one of them washers, and he got it from Home Depot. And he tried it. He went and knocked doors for about 3 days, and didn't nobody want to give him no money to wash, and so he hung it up, went back to the plant. Let me tell you something. If you talk to me like that, I ain't hearing you. Which is half my cousins and half of everybody in my family. I ain't hearing it. Buy a 4 unit, live in 1 unit, charge the other 3 units, 3/4 of your mortgage payment. Do that every year for 5 years. Yep, it's a great idea. Michael, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. One thing I found in Nashville is a 4 unit, cuz, let me tell you, a 4 unit, shit. You looking probably a minimum of $2.8, $3 million in this city. There's a lot of cities where it's not like that, okay? Nashville's like a hot area. So if you got that kind of down payment, then it's a great long-term play, you know? But yeah, exactly, Cody. It's like, it's a great long-term play. Buying real estate, I think, is the best play, right? But the issue that I found with buying real estate versus like startups, and what I mean by startup, I've never started a business that wasn't profitable like really, really quickly. I don't do the whole 5-year thing, okay? I don't do that, because nope. I don't believe certain business principles apply to me. See? They say, well, that's how it is. Well, screw you. I ain't doing that. I have a way of seeking out business opportunities and things I'm going to invest in that can be profitable in probably about 6 to 8 months. Okay? And profitable meaning not necessarily it's paying me checks, but just to where the company can run and it can feed itself. And we're not dealing with the emotional up and down of having a big bill to pay, having this and that. With a lot of real estate, if you're not doing flipping, if you're not flipping it, a lot of it's a long-term investment play. You know, if you're getting a 4 unit, you live in 1 unit, you rent the other 3 out, that's going to make the note. It'll probably pay for, let me make sure that this app's, there you go. There you go. Yes, that's exactly right, Michael. You know, as far as businesses, you have to enjoy what you're doing. If you hate it, bro, like there's a time here I got towards 2023, I couldn't stand making videos, dude. I couldn't stand making videos. Like everything except for you guys here today, like a lot of what we receive just on YouTube, because it's very easy to type nonsense. It's very easy for people to troll, right? And it's like, bro, why do we deal with just constant negativity when what we do actually works, you know? And really, it's just the poor people, poor-minded, okay? They're typing away. Trolling, just trolling. And you're like, man, I feel like people should be saying thank you for what, like, we've created and what we've given the industry. But it's like, you know, thanks, Michael. Like, we've worked hard to make guys' lives easier in this world by creating products that help them, right? And just because of how brash I am, how brash we are, you know, guys don't like that. It's like they almost like the Disney World thinking. You know, they like it to be padded up. You know what I mean? They want that, well, I'm just doing the best I can. No, actually, fuck you ain't. See? You ain't, because you're lazy. You're sitting around. You're drinking beer. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Why ain't you working? If you broke, you better be working. See? If you broke, you better be scheming, figuring out. See, a lot of people think they perform at a higher level than they do. And let me tell you something. The truth of the matter is once you get yourself a little bit of money, all right? Once you get yourself a little bit of money, you start figuring out how broke you were. Holy crap. Because the company does well, Southeast does well, the products do well, the things do well. What I'm about to do is going to do well. Doesn't matter. There's people out there making 20 million a month. And there's a lot of those people. There's a lot of those companies. A lot. There, I have this thing on my phone. It's an app that makes it to where I can't watch YouTube, but for like, or Facebook or any other distracting apps, for like an hour a day. I get an hour a day to look at any of Instagram, all of it. Total, an hour. So I can't stay on my phone all day long, and it just tried to shut YouTube down just now. It's like, your hour is up, bitch. So, yeah, let me see some of the comments here. Who we got? Man, I don't know. My wife's probably like, where the hell? Live chat. All right, 20 mil a month, one truck. Let's get it. Oh, very nice. Okay, see, a lot of these comments I missed because I'm talking. I'm gonna miss this place. I gotta rebuild this guy. She's a leaf batch at this point. Boy, the damn brown. There's a funnel web in that something gun, I know. But yeah, I got Cody and the boys. They're coming up here right now. They're gonna help me move today. And got some strong backs, some strong norths. Coming up here, man. We're gonna move some of the heavier stuff. The rest of it, you know, I actually figured out I don't have a whole lot of things. I've tried to liquidate, you know, throughout. I'm using the Pierce Parker technique. Pierce, he's one of them dudes. If he can't see a use for it, he tossing it, toss it, throw it in trash, throw it, get rid of it. Cody's that way too. But my family is real country, see? And if you know some country folks, they like to keep shit, see? So it ain't in my genes to just get rid of stuff. And I saw that. I'm like, look, yeah, they're not hoarders, but I don't know if there's like a checkpoint before hoarder status. You know what I mean? That's where they're at. Okay, they're not hoarders because the house is not full of shit. But there's definitely a garage somewhere full of stuff. And about 40% of it needs to go in the trash. So my new move in life, I'm just dumping. Hey, Dewey, you want these tanks, bro? There's a 200 and there's a 100 back there. And they're semi-plumbed up. Let me know if you want them. I'll let you come by here and grab them if you want to just come by and grab them, dude. You're going to have to clean them out because they've been sitting back there for a while. I flipped that one upside down because it was starting to become a mosquito habitat. LSU football team ain't doing shit. Boy, if I had the whole team here, cuz this thing would go in about an hour. They'd be done. I want to do that too at my next place, man. I don't want to keep a bunch of stuff. Don't keep a bunch of shit. You ain't gonna use half of that. Cuz better, hey, he better put that. Hey, he better put that BR 600 somewhere. I spot that from a mile away. That BR 600 gonna disappear sitting in the back of that truck. I think these are the guys who are building. They just built this house, dude. This is one reason why I'm leaving. Okay, one reason why I'm leaving. This road used to be filled with houses like this, like mine, little old houses. There's my wife. But now they put two. So there's two. It goes way back on the lot. There's no yard. And this is how they do it. They put two on a lot, two on a lot, two on a lot, two on a lot. Houses like this, they'll bulldoze this and put like 2 or 3 units all the way back. All the way back, dude. There will be no yard if they have their say here in Nashville. And see, you know, AP, I can't stand living next to Harris Waltz voters. So I got to get the hell out of here. Because I ain't going to sit here and do it. I'm tired of it. See, I live in the city right now. I'm moving to a place, look, it's Trump signs or nothing, baby. I ain't doing it. I ain't dealing with that psychopathic nonsense no more. Having parades and shit. Pride parades. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't doing it, guys. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, the Harris folks said they were going to move. They never move. They always say they're going to move. And it's like, oh, there's less crime. I think we'll stay. I wonder why there's less crime. This is from Biden. This is a trickle effect from Biden's years. Yeah, dude, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. I'll shoot y'all a video later today where I'm at. Dewey, I'll message you. I'll send you the address here, and you can just come grab them tanks if you want to, bud. One of them's got like in the center, which you can, it's got like a little, I'm talking about it's like a pinhole. And if I fill it all the way up, it'll start, you could probably put some Lexel or something on it and patch it up. But other than that, it's a great tank. And that really didn't affect me anyway, because I fill it all the way up, and it's such a slow leak that truck got a little wet, but that don't affect nothing. The other one, the 100-gallon, is perfect. So far in the sticks, I ain't gonna catch Good Morning America till 3 p.m. I love that. Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't watch any TV. I watch no TV. All right. I watch a little bit of like Prime Video or something, like a movie. I watch that every now and then with my wife. I do catch a college football game sometimes on the weekends. I mainly like going to watch my boy play, but I don't watch any TV. I'm not interested. I'm more interested in just walking around the yard, smoking cigars, and scheming. Going down to Roanoke, hanging out with my wife, hanging out with my boy, drinking coffee, plotting, learning new things. I got a few courses I've just recently bought that I'm having to dive into. It gets harder and harder as you go. Man, when I didn't have anything, when I didn't have nothing, dude, it was easy. It was easy because you didn't have things like when you get a wife and stuff, right? You gotta be around her. You gotta dedicate time to her. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just not. You gotta be there. You gotta be present. But I'm gonna tell you, dude, when I was going through my divorce, and like there for a good long time, DCS was trying to take my son from me, so they wouldn't even let me see him. Then a bunch of fabricated horse shit. Okay, those bastards can die, rot in a ditch, as far as I'm concerned. All of them. See, maybe Elon Musk and the Doge will cull a bunch of their dumbasses out because, look, I believe they're worth it if they're over there investigating a meth lab with kids in it. That's for sure it. If they're over there investigating some child perverts, that's worth it. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, most of these bastards, dude, when they gave up, whenever my attorney said that, Aaron, I would have taken it to the Supreme Court. And I told him that I will appeal this whole damn thing to the Supreme Court. Everybody knows it. They know it. My ex-wife knows it. My attorney knows. I told her, I said, look, I don't give a fuck how much money it costs. I don't care what it's going to take. On principle alone, I'll be here in a three-piece suit in the Supreme Court. I'll appeal it the whole way. They said, well, we was just fucking around, see, because they knew they didn't have shit. They knew they didn't have nothing on me. And what they were doing was just dragging it out, costing the state money. And eventually comes a point, they set an audit where the big guy or the big gal, definitely a big gal, up at DCS, okay, at DCS said, well, this case is not, the ROI on this case, ROI, can you imagine? On this case is not worth it if he's going to appeal it all the way to the Supreme Court. It's not worth it because we don't have a good enough case. What the hell's the good enough case? Don't you think you could have figured that out years ago and didn't drag it out this long? That's why the whole thing's a scheme, dude. It's a whole scheme, bro. Worthless. Absolutely worthless. Yeah. Cody said the meth lab the kids came from is the only reason nerves are so strong. They gleaned a little bit of that crystal magic. That crystal magic. It's like he's a little baby, right? It's like the origin of Spider-Man or something. The origin of Superman. Except it's a meth lab. We like dark humor. See, this is another reason I'm leaving. See, what are they doing cranking up over here? What you doing, bro? Why you on the street with a big ass dump trailer? What you doing? What you doing? See, you got a big ass dump trailer. There ain't nothing to be dumped. No, but see, this is what they do in the city. They've been doing this for 2 years, bro, blocking the road up. They'll have a concrete truck digging up the water line over here, putting asphalt on top of it, pouring another. No, dog. No, see, the place I bought, you can't see it from the road because of this. I made sure, you sons of bitches, you ain't gonna see me. The meth live the same life. Our exes must have been related. Last year I spent $20K on a BS DC. What a Department of Children's. What is y'all's called? F. What's the DCF? I got a pack going in on DC. Is about to get a rude awakening. Dewey, we need to go in on that, bro. I'll help you. I'm interested in getting some press. I'll bring the cameras. Hey, we'll figure out something. Let's go over there. Let's roll up on them. Pull up on them. Let's slide on them. Did off power. That's hilarious. Yeah, dude. The road. See, a lot of people park in front of their houses here. I'll show you. They park in front of their houses, right? He doesn't need to. Because he's got a driveway. But a lot of people park in front of their houses. Well, when you put a concrete truck, it's technically one lane right now. You can pull in and let somebody pass, but whenever they put that concrete truck there, dude, you're not going nowhere. So, to wrap it up, good hour video here. We're going to pack all this stuff up and we're going to head to the house. I got a 26-footer on the truck. We're just going to load the heavy stuff with Cody and the kids. and then we're gonna go over there and unload it. And I gotta epoxy the floor in the garage. You know, and I'm gonna tell you boys, hey, if you gonna live in the place, just buying a house is just a piece of it. Okay. Hold on real quick. Let's see. See, you just built the house. See, you just built it. Why you have E-flow though? Why you have E-flow? You need E-flow go. See all the E-flow on the brick? It's brand new. Brand. He's got white crystals. I got white crystals growing out of my brick mortar, man. I need that E-flow go, man. Hell yeah, dude. See? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, what are y'all doing now? Cranking up some bullshit. Yep.